Hey, welcome back to Wise Guys BBQ Podcast. I'm Charlie, the left side. My friend, strong side, Vin Picaro. Special guest, Captain Nate Slinn from Friends of Jake Barbecue charity fundraiser out at Miller's Crossing. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, and we're glad to have you, Nate.
Yeah, Nate, thanks for being here. This is great.
Happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, this is great. It was actually our last year's event, and what people will find when they go, it's just infectious, right? You go there, you fall in love with all the efforts of all the volunteers and what you and Kerry do all year long to make that thing happen. And Dave Miller, right? I've never met Dave. I'd like to meet Dave.
I haven't either.
Okay. But I just know you guys work real hard putting that together, and it's such a nice event. You get there and you feel like you never want to leave. It's amazing.
Well, that's kind of our goal.
Yeah.
Glad to hear that you come and you don't want to leave. You know, it is a fun time for us.
Yeah, I mean, our goals last year, just starting out, right? We started out as a news company, and we wanted to meet competitors and promoters of people like you. So we just said, hey, we got to get out there. We got to press the flesh. We got to figure this out. And you start meeting a couple people, and the first thing we said was just like, barbecue people are so cool. They'll give you the shirt off their back, right? They're so, and I will say, you know, your type of events, right? The charity fundraising events, even more so, right? Because some of these competition events, eventually people get a chip on their shoulder and they just whatever, right? They're, you know, come on, they're up at 2 a.m, they're cranky, all that stuff. But the fundraiser things, totally different, right? They're just laid back a little bit more. They're helping each out a little bit more. They're just so nice. That's why I know I had a great event last year. We actually met one of, two of our faves over there, right? The Barbecue Ninja.
Yep.
Right, which we ended up having on the show. And Rich Yang, he was fantastic. And his wife, it's Kristen, I think. I want to remember. I'm sorry, Rich. Don't yell at me. But then we also met Rico Pasquale from
Q Shanty?
Q Shanty. Thank you,
correct.
Q Shanty. That's where I met him the first official time and had a conversation with him. So that was terrific.
Yeah, he was cooking with Pat Cullen from
That's what it was, yeah.
Barnyard Rebel
Yes,
Barbecue. Yeah.
yes. Yeah, and those guys, yeah, I know. So I also saw from 16 Mesh, Dan and Kimberly. I met them there, but they didn't compete because they had a catering gig, I think, that day or something, so they couldn't compete. But it was just so great seeing everybody, and the atmosphere is terrific. And I think that was your...
Yeah, I lost my virginity. The first time I ever judged a contest, and it was eye-opening to say the least.
Yeah.
I had a great time, especially for somebody who not a big fan of chicken thighs, but I learned how to judge impartially, even if, you know, it's not your favorite thing, you know. But it was a great time, and everybody was so accommodating, and they were just happy to teach me everything I needed to know.
Awesome.
So
this thing
Can't wait
is
to go back.
tomorrow, right, Nate? It's
Saturday.
Saturday at 2:30. You open your gate.
Doors open at 2.
Okay.
If people want to come in at that point, they can come in and they can watch the competitors do their turning, and that's like hell time for them. You know, it's they're busy, they're jamming, and
Right.
you know, somebody asks a question, it's like, yeah, you can't talk to me right now. We're plating, we're getting ready to do our turn-ins.
Gordon Ramsay's walking around yelling at people, right?
Exactly. So 2:30, 3:30, and 4 are the turn-in times.
Okay.
The buffet starts at 5:30, so it's people start rolling in around a 4:30
Right.
time. But doors do open at 2.
So you have a buffet there for part of the cost of the gate, right? So you get admission and a dinner or lunch.
Yep, you get your admission in, and you get a buffet.
Yep.
Yep.
Nice.
Buffet
What's on the
is,
buffet?
Pulled pork.
Okay.
We do chicken.
Yeah.
We do cornbread, coleslaw, soda in the water, and we have Maine-style baked beans that are buried in the ground on Friday afternoon. They cook for about 4 hours. We bury them in the ground. We cover them with some sand.
Yep.
And not the beans themselves in the pot. Cover it with some sand, and it cooks about 24 hours all night long, and about 4:30 on Saturday, the day of the event. Once everybody's turned in, we start uncovering the beans. We pull the beer keg out full of, and we got 26 pounds of...
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yellow white beans, yep. My father's been doing bean-hole baked beans. God, I can't remember how long. A long time. He used to do them up in Maine for a logging festival up there, and he's retired from that now, and he's doing it for us to keep it going. And they're good beans.
You're doing the cooking for the buffet, correct?
Yes, we myself and some friends of ours that cook with us, they'll be all helping out.
You do all that in the kitchens at Miller's Tavern?
We do this. The sides will be cooked up there.
Okay.
Chicken will be cooked on hate to say it, on a gas grill.
Okay.
Large style gas grill.
We don't expect you to be smoking them.
But the pulled pork will be smoked all night long. We'll put that in on Friday evening or so and let that roll all night.
Great.
So this guy's got to run this competition, run this charity event.
It's a lot of work.
And do this cooking like he's competing, for Pete's sake.
Yeah, we try to compete. It doesn't always go in our favor for this. I mean, we got a lot going on, but we always try to make a run.
This bozo's always on my butt. He's like, oh, enough of this. Go out, let's put a team together. Let's compete. Let's get in some of these competitions. I'm like, no, you know how much work that is? You know how much effort? I said, this is our gig. Stay in your lane, man.
You say it is a lot of work, but if you go talk to any of the teams there and you wanted to compete, you'd find a competition that some of these teams that come to Miller's are at, and they will say, all right, we'll set up next to you. We'll help you out along the way. The teams that come are phenomenal. They are willing to help you every step of the way if you're new to it. And every year we do have a few new teams.
I'm so glad you said that, because a lot of times we hear from our local followers that, kind of ping us up on the channel. The number one thing is, I've been thinking about it. Me and my son want to, how do I get involved, right? And we always point them to Nebs, right? There's some great people over there. We always say go, because all you got to do is ask some good questions and go to an event, because you don't have to have a team or even put your foot in the water with the team. You can go and ask to be on a team. I know there's someone who say, yeah, come on, cook with us. Even I know in when we do the Mass in May, I know one of the Nebs guys put a team together, and they will have you go out and be on their team. And that's how you learn. And then you're like, okay, this is what I need to do the cook. This is how it works. And then the following year, you can get involved with something. So this is exactly what they should be looking to do. A foundation competition. Go to Nebs, tell them you're interested in wanting to be, involved somehow. And I'm sure there's a team, like you said, that'll host you out. That'd be great.
What? Nebs had was it a class?
Yes, yeah, they do early in the season. I think February.
For beginners, yeah, I mean, it's for everybody, but it was a great way to get your feet wet.
Yep, it was actually Nebs came out, and Jeff from El Jefe Smoker introduced me to it. So it was a double schedule thing, right? They were trying to get competitors to learn how to cook, and they were trying to get judges to learn how to judge. So the Friday night they did a judging class, and then on Saturday they had a cook class where they brought you in, and I think you cooked 2 meats, and they did it as if it was a competition. So you had turn-in times, and they actually judged it because you got a chance to win. You're going to drop that, aren't you? You're going to break my heart.
No, they had a chance to win a smoker.
No, they had a chance to win a smoker.
From Humphreys,
so it was great.
wasn't it?
Yeah, we were pimping it for them, and there was only at the time, Jeff's like, I need help because there's only 4 cooks coming in on Saturday. So I said, Jeff, of course, we'll run it up on the show. And, by the way, so we looked at each other and said, maybe we should go in and win. I need a new smoker.
That would have been a perfect opportunity for you right there.
Small field.
It's a
You might have a
small
shot.
field. That's why people love New England. That's a lot of the events that people go in the competition to get, those autos for the jack, if that kind of a competition. They love it because, a good size competition in Rhode Island might only be 25, 30 teams, right? I think, what'd you say, Captain? You're going to have 15?
15 the teams this year. And
That's
a lot of it due to just the space that we have.
Yes.
And it works for us. It's, keep it kind of local. We do have every year usually 2 or 3 teams that have never competed before.
Yep.
And they come in, and when I talk to them ahead of time, I said, I think this is a perfect opportunity for you to come in, try it out.
Sure.
See if you like it.
Sure.
You can always ask for help. We're there. Every team there is always willing to help.
Yep.
It's it's a good environment to get your feet in the water and try it out.
100%.
There you go.
100%. No, that's
And
awesome.
it's so funny he's saying all this stuff about the camaraderie and the willingness to help that you and I have been talking about since day
Applauding
one.
from day one, yeah.
From day one, that barbecue is like one of these rare endeavors where people aren't not much hate in there. They're always willing to talk about what they do,
Yep.
give you tips. here's the latest thing they're doing.
How do you hate it when you're eating barbecue? How do you
Right,
hate doing that?
Exactly. And
End of
people
the
don't.
day, everybody's
Yeah.
having some barbecue, so it's fun. No, I hear you. So, I agree with you. I think 15 teams. I know last year, me and my wife attended, and the idea was we're going to meet teams, right? Because that was our number one goal. We got to meet competitors. We got to meet promoters. So we went up there, shook hands, took notes, and took pictures. And everybody was like, "Hey, yeah, come on over. This is what we're doing. This is take a look at my ribs. Take a look at what's going on." Nobody was like, and it's great because even if you go up, like it's funny. Me and my wife, not that it's a shtick, but it's almost like a good cop, bad cop, right? I go in, "Hey, what are you doing?" Eyes wide open. "Hey, what's that? What do you got?" Right? My wife's like, "Leave him alone. Leave him. He's busy. He's got to finish." And I'm like, "No." And then right away, they'll pick one side, and never have we heard, "Yeah, we're busy. Get away." It's always like, "Oh yeah, you want to take a look? Take a
We got to save this poor bastard.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. See, if you met my wife, you know why. But yeah, no, they said, "Come on over, take this." It was the States last year.
Yeah.
I can't remember the gentleman, but he was like, "Yeah, taste my
Those two
barbecue
guys.
sauce." No, the
Oh,
big tall
no,
guy,
yeah.
the glass cleaner,
From Texas.
Texas,
Yeah,
Texas
he
long or
was
something.
he was an individual.
And he was like, "Taste my sauce." And the same thing with the guys from Nebs. They were
Yep.
like, "Hey, put your finger in that. Do you taste that?" It's fantastic. It's a great event. So that's good. And I know the weather's going to be great. You got a great
It will
Saturday.
be.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, the great Saturday. So you guys are going to get out there for sure. 2:00. It's in Cranston.
Yep, Cranston.
It's right at Miller's Tavern.
Yep, Miller's Crossing.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
49 Old Bald Hill Road, I believe it is.
Okay.
Behind the old Bob stores right
Yeah,
over
that little
there.
plaza
Yeah,
there, right?
yeah, down in the back
Yep.
there.
You just want
Yeah.
to get behind it. Yeah.
And you'll
Very
be,
cool.
you
Follow the smells.
Exactly. You'll get in the gate. You're going to get a nice hot lunch or dinner, whatever time you guys eat your lunch or dinner. And then they got an auction going on over there for this stuff. Now, so I was talking to your wife earlier, and she was telling me that they put these gift baskets together. Is that a raffle or is that part of the auction? You get to go.
The gift baskets will be raffle.
There'll be raffle?
There'll be raffle items. Yeah, I
Quiet,
think this
you.
year,
Sorry.
I want to say we had maybe 35 raffle baskets, I think, around there. And they're all packaged, so it's brings the value up. So like $100, $150
Right.
package. Maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
So the raffle items are good size items.
Yeah.
That you'd be taking your chances on.
Fantastic.
Bring
No,
your
that's
bucks.
great. Yeah. And then so okay, so we got the venue down, we got the activities down. Tell us a little bit about, why you started doing this and who you do this for, and who benefits from all your hard work.
Yeah, it started many years ago for friends of ours. Their son needed a handicap accessible van named Jacob. We started it called Wheels for Jake. We did a few events for them, helped them purchase the van, and at that point there, we didn't know, we're going to continue.
Right.
What are we going to do? And talked about it with my wife, and we said, let's keep it going. We can't end it. It's a very fun day for us. A lot of work.
Sure.
Very fun day. So we're going to keep it going.
Good.
So at that point there, we kind of just looked around and in the community and said, well, who could benefit from this right now? And we have found individuals, mostly children, that need assistance in one way or another, whether it's a handicap accessible van, medical equipment. We've had a few years where we've made donations to Boys and Girls Club,
Oh, nice.
Shriners Children's Hospital, The Possible Dream.
Yes.
So it's not always an individual. We try to keep it that way if we
Right.
can.
That's fantastic.
So it's
Jake's there, right? Usually Jake's
Jake. As long as Jake's behaving, he's usually there. Yep, he comes along
Yeah.
and hangs out. A lot of the past recipients will be there as well.
Nice.
You get to see them there. In
Who do you got this year?
this year, we have a little 4-year-old girl named Josie. I met her for the first time the other day. She is absolutely adorable, and you can't not want to help her out if you meet her. She will be there on Saturday after her nap time, about 3:30, I think. She'll be rolling in, and it's
They steal your heart, right?
yeah,
They just-
yeah. It's you're like I don't know what to say, but it's she's in need of a handicap accessible van, and it seems to be what we we
I
work.
mean, that must be
towards,
one of those where you're like, oh, that's why we do this moments,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And she shows up, and you're like, oh,
Yep.
yeah, it's great.
You see the smile on the face, and the parents will be there, and you can tell that they're thankful for having some help from us,
Right,
and
right.
and yeah,
That's
Fantastic.
yeah.
I can see. I can
Yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah,
It's
no,
all right.
no,
I'm not going to pick on you. I can see you choked up.
Yeah,
Like
it
when I talk
happens.
about
It
football,
happens.
but
It
it's
happens every year.
Don't make
Yeah,
Nate
good
cry.
I'm trying. I'm trying to break him
Not
down.
gonna get
happens
any more
every
guests
year.
down here if they make him cry all the time.
Oh boy.
So that's great. Well, obviously, we wish you the best, and we're doing a little collaboration with Nate and his organization. We're working on a documentary film for him, I guess you'd say. So Meg, our content provider, will be there, and she'll be taking some videos of competitors and meeting some folks, which I'm sure she'll have a great time doing. And we'll pull all that together later, and we'll have that out for your audience to see probably in a couple of weeks. That'd be great. What are you
We
doing?
appreciate it.
Nate brought some goodies, man, which always gets you invited back to the show. What do we got here, Nate?
That is
Talk to
our
us.
original sweet heat rub that we've been making for the last.
So who's Scallywag?
That's me. I
That's
guess.
you?
Yeah,
All right.
You old scallywag.
yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
Yeah, we've been making that dry rub, and this barbecue sauce was our first run, and it literally was our first run. We, I was trying to putting the ingredients together and see how this works out, and
Right.
it seemed to be a hit, so we kept that one where it's at. and
Fantastic.
it's,
So tell me about this. Like, how long you been doing this, and how'd you get started? It's something that interests me a lot. And so I'll ask you a bunch of questions, and you can fill in.
Sure.
Do you mix and package all of it yourself, or do you have a distributor that does
No,
that?
I do it all myself.
Okay.
Not myself, and friends.
Are
will
you
help
selling
out.
it
My wife
retail
will
at
help
all?
out.
You anywhere?
Not yet.
Okay.
I've talked a little bit about it, but it's just there's big steps.
Yeah. Oh no,
Big
I
steps,
know.
you know?
That's why I'm interested in it. Do you
Yeah.
sell anything online? Do you have
Nope.
no store yet? All right.
Nope.
So you guys can't have this. I will tell you all about it when we try it. But
If they come down to the
you
Miller's
can
Crossing,
there you go.
we do use a sauce on the buffet.
nice.
And this year,
I'm gonna smack him. I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
he's
to
going
smack
for
him.
it.
He's gonna drink it. I knew it.
Oh, he's going right for it.
disgusting. Isn't he disgusting? I think he's. Oh God! This is what we put up on in all our barbecue safaris. First thing he does. Is
That's a
walks
little
in.
different, and it's a good different.
Well, I'm not gonna drink it. I'm gonna have it on.
Well, you got a bottle right there.
I
Tilt
know. No, I'm not gonna. Can't make. Me,
I
you
can't put my
make
finger
me.
on it, but
Well, you can just go. Like,
that is really good.
nice. Yeah, no, I know these things are a lot of work to get developed and processed and packaged.
Yeah, I have been in touch with a company about the dry rub. That seems to be the easier route right now to get trying on that as far as
Yep.
getting it out there.
Shelf stable type
yep.
of goods. Yep.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see.
good.
And we got a lot going on with keeping the fundraiser straight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So this thing kind of
throwing another curveball in it. It's
I hear you. Well, good luck with that too.
No, that's
as
very.
you
Let me tell you
get-
something. That's very versatile.
Yeah.
You could use that on it. Chicken, steak, hamburgers, whatever, ribs, whatever you want to do. That's a very
that's
versatile
what we
sauce.
call it the all around.
Yeah.
anything
Outstanding.
seafood.
Really?
The rub. I use it on my shrimp, and I've got friends that don't eat shrimp, and they eat my shrimp. So.
There you go.
Yeah, excellent.
Nice.
Well done, sir.
Yeah, so you guys need to find out more about, the whole event on Saturday starting at 2 p.m. Go down and look either right on Facebook for Friends of Jake competition. You'll find it there. Also, NEBS, New England Barbecue Society. It's nebs.org or .com. I think it's .org. You can go there and there'll be a list of events, and this week's events will be there, and they'll have a link to everything that Nate's doing. So check that out. And plenty of parking. I remember being there last year. There was no issues with parking. There was no issues with getting in and out of the venue. It was very wide open and friendly. I think that'd be awesome. So, yeah, best of luck. I would thank you for being here. Of course, we love doing this type of interviews and news because it's good for everybody. So thank you for being here.
I appreciate you having me down.
Yeah.
Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Just Dave Miller. Again, thank you for opening up your bar and your venue for us to do whatever we please for the weekend and to make the event work. Stevie B Sports has been a huge asset to the raffles and the
So
auctions.
does he
for us.
supply you with items for the raffle and everything?
The silent auction, live auctions. Yep.
That must be fantastic stuff. I know that usually what's me. That's what I look for at an auction. If I go in, I'm looking for
With the
sports,
sports memorabilia.
memorabilia.
Yeah, my
it's
wife
very
and my
popular.
son for the sports stuff. They usually say, "Hey, your name's over on that live auction by that silent auction, by the way." And it's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay, yeah, you want that Bruins jersey or something, you know."
Right.
And also to Jack Daniels, they've stepped up this year, to help us out and
So what are
make
they
some
doing? They're
donations.
giving you some.
They get a bunch of raffle items. They did some
Branded
printing.
items
Yeah,
for-
branded items. They're doing our printing for us this year. Becky, their local rep, has been phenomenal.
Right.
She's all in. Hopefully next year we can expand on this and maybe do a little bit more with them.
Is she going to be there, do you think? Or no?
She is going to be there on
Oh,
Saturday.
great.
Yeah.
I'd like to meet her.
Yeah, she's right from Ireland. You won't miss that accent.
Awesome. Love it.
Yeah.
You love an Irish accent? Do you?
Oh, I do. I do. Tremendously.
Don't bastardize one now. Please don't.
I'm not Irish.
All right, folks. Well, thanks for being here another week. Go out and eat some barbecue. Go out to Friends of Jake this Saturday and eat some barbecue. You'll have a great time. So thanks for being here, and till next week.
One last thing. Next week, a little teaser. We're going to talk about just give a little update on the KCBS World Championships that took place recently. We're going to give you a little update as to who won and some interesting things that happened there. So check us out.
Wasn't me. Did I win? No, I didn't win.
We didn't win again this
Oh
year.
shit. Okay. Well.
Got to compete to win.
Yeah, next year we'll enter the.
I keep hearing.
I think
that.
next year I might have that 16th slot. If you guys
All
come
right.
in.
Ooh.
Awesome. Yeah, Wise Guys BBQ competing team. I don't know.
Do you have a
Competition
grilled
team?
cheese category? Because that's about all I can make.
There are grilled cheese categories in there.
Yeah,
So people do it.
in.
You never know. We got a mystery category that we do. And
I never know what it's
you
going to be.
never know what that
I
mystery is going to be.
got a feeling we're going to have to circle this date.
Well, we have Tommy the Butcher who does our cooks. One of his top-rated cooks on Facebook is a grilled cheese hot dog, which he's always scouring the internet. He found it. He threw some twists in it, and he made it. It came out fantastic. He surprised himself too in it.
Yeah, amazed himself.
And it's I don't know. It's maybe about 6-8 weeks old now, and it's still getting hits galore, and people are always wondering about it.
Yeah, so our mystery category, I put it out there to the teams, like, all right, anybody have any ideas?
Yeah.
Hot dogs come up quite a
Hot
bit.
dogs come up. Yeah.
Yeah, Barnyard Rebel, he likes he likes his hot dogs.
He likes
I
his
guess.
hot dog. Yeah, so does Bill Gillespie from Smoking Hogs. You know what he did at the Jack last year, right? The ancillary was hot dogs, and he did a Rhode Island, New York style.
New York System hot wiener.
New York System hot wiener.
One of the best ones out there.
Yep.
Maybe next to the Red Snappers from Maine.
Yeah.
Can't beat those.
Yep, absolutely. All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in, and until next week, eat some barbecue.
Thank you, Nate.
Thank you.